MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Ought to be a good one here between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Seattle Mariners. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next. Felix Hernandez, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we're getting a look at a real competitive pitcher here. Career ERA in the low threes, and that's not an easy thing to do in the day and age of small ballparks and guys swinging for the fences. Rock solid pitcher, does a lot of things well, and it'll be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
Stepping up to the plate, Ian Kinsler, and we are set for baseball here this evening. The 3-0 is looked at for the first strike. A cool 47 degrees tonight at first pitch. And that misses, ball 4. So not the start he was looking for tonight as he walks the leadoff hitter on 5 pitches.
In the second spot tonight, center fielder number 27.
Ready now for LA, Mike Trout. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. And that one is gone. A 2-run shot that time for Mike Trout, and the Angels are now 2-0 lead.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason, so he waited, stayed back, and absolutely exploded through the zone on that one.
Into the box now, Justin Upton. And Upton can't connect there as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
You know, I'm excited to watch Justin Upton right now. This guy is one of 3 American League Silver Sluggers in the outfield. You know how many outfielders there are in the league? A lot. And he walked away with one of the Silver Sluggers. This man can hit.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and standing in, trouble now in the person of Albert Pujols. Now the payoff pitch home. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Another full count pitch on its way. And another foul ball. 1 out, nobody on. And they don't even want to mess with Pujols here with a base open, so they'll go ahead and put him aboard.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
And now for the Angels, Cole Calhoun. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, when you're behind an account like this pitcher is, it's a good time to work in something off speed if you're confident in it. Most hitters are looking for fastball.
Pujols, base runner at first with 1 out. 2-2 the count to Cole Calhoun. And set up behind the dish is Eric Summersgill as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
You know what, Dan? I'm always baffled when Eric Summersgill's behind the dish because he has a tendency to favor one side of the plate.
You know, that's one of the things I think pitchers get a little bit frustrated with the E-train at times. It's like, hey, if you're going to give me that inside quarter, give it to me, but don't keep moving the dish around on me all game.
And Hernandez won't get him to chase this one. It's a full count now, 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
And here's the 3-2 from him. And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
Well, it's obvious that earlier home run he gave up is still on his mind. He had him 3-2, but he didn't want to give him anything over the heart of the plate to hit, so we'll see if that walk comes back to hurt him.
Now the 2-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
Set to deal on 2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Segura to his left. He's there on to first, and he really paid the price at second base, but it's a double play, and the inning is over. But the Angels get 2, both on this 2-run home run. Home half of the first coming up from Safeco Field, and the Angels are out on top now, 2-0. Garrett Richards gets the starting nod for the Halos. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, I'm a big fan of Garrett Richards. This guy's stuff is unbelievable. 95 to 97 miles an hour with sink, and sometimes that fastball he throws, it has a mind of its own. Sometimes it sinks, sometimes it cuts. Good, hard, vicious breaking slider, and his changeup has gotten better. The key to Garrett Richards is staying healthy, and if he's healthy and brings his A game, he has the potential to throw a no-hitter every time he takes the bump.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses, ball 2. The 2-1 home. Line to the right side. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And now the Angels will have his terrific speed to contend with at first right out of the chute.
Hey, Dan, I would imagine guys like this frustrated the heck out of them.
Oh, they do. You know, you make quality pitches, they fight, they scratch, and then that one pitch that you leave up in the zone, they're able to take advantage of it and drive it for a base hit.
Runners off for second. That's a strike to throw down. Is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
Hey, it's almost impossible to throw a base runner out that gets a lead that big, and plus this catcher's not known for having a cannon of an arm.
No one out with a runner at second. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. And now a quick look at the Mariners starting lineup in this one. What's the key for a home victory tonight, Dero?
Well, Matt, this lineup finds themselves down 2 runs. Nothing crazy. Everyone relax. Stay within the game plan. Find a way to execute and get 1 run on the board and get back in this.
Here's Robbie Cano now. His past history with Richards. He has 7 hits in 25 tries.
Let him go!
Popped him up. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
Batting fourth.
Here's Nelson Cruz now. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. The 2-1. Makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2.
Oh, wow, that's what they call a jam sandwich. Wow, not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full. Kyle Seager would be next. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Count remains full. Payoff pitch one more time. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 1 left for Seattle. They trail things here 2-0. Now at the plate, Luis Valbuena.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Swinging a soft liner. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Hey, with 2 strikes right there, he didn't try and do too much. He took what the pitcher gave him, got the front foot down, and was able to fist feed a soft liner over the infielder's head for him.
Stepping in now, Andrelton Simmons. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Coming in is Haniger. He can't get there as it falls in. And they won't even attempt to run on that arm in right. So despite the runner moving on the pitch, it'll wind up first and second here.
Wow, that's surprising right there. Hit and run tactic used to perfection. Ball's hit to the outfield. The batter does his job. I don't know how that runner's standing on second still. You tip your hat to the outfield to get it in super quick, but he's got to take the chance to get the third.
In now, Martin Maldonado. A little bouncer. That winds up foul for the second strike. Valbuena over at second. Simmons at first with no outs. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
All right, guys, here's Seattle's defensive alignment. And let's focus on Gene Segura. Very athletic shortstop, has one of the best arms in the position, is really coming into his own offensively as well.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. Here's Hernandez now on 0-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see 2 different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
You know, Dero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the speed limit.
First and second now, 1 man out. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 one more time. A bouncer up the middle. There's Segura. Step on the bag for 1, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
The center fielder, number 27, Mike Trout.
So runners at the corners with 2 gone, and standing in the ever dangerous Mike Trout.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
One and 2 now. The 1-2 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Ball hit out towards Cano at second. Reined in. Throw on to first. He'll be in time, and a good chance for the Angels goes for naught as the side is retired. Angels strand a couple, but they're on top 2-0. Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And they'll turn to the slider here, and it just misses. 2-1 now.
Well, that's a pretty good pitch right there, that backdoor slider. That's a very difficult pitch to throw, and particularly throw for a strike. Just missed that outside corner right there, but a good pitch and a tough take there by the hitter.
And that one stayed too low, apparently. Ripped down the first base line, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. 3-2 pitch. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
And you can tell by his body language that he's beyond frustrated by that call. He's got to be wondering what he's got to do, but the last thing he needs to do is to let it get under his skin. That will only make things worse.
Next for Seattle, Mitch Haniger. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. Heading out towards shallow right. Calhoun has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Time for a look at the Angels on defense. And we have to focus on one of the best players in all of our sport. Mike Trout, center fielder. Just as fun to watch him play defense as it is to watch him hit. This guy gets after it with his hair on fire. It's like watching a middle linebacker play center field.
Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy. His past history with Richards. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. The 1-1. Fouled off. The 1-2. Slapped hard the opposite way, but he'll barely have to move out there and right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
Batting 8, left fielder, Ben Gamble.
And that'll bring up Ben Gamble. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Set. Here's the 3-1. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Mariners leave one. They trail it here 2-0. Here's Justin Upton now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-1. Bounced softly in front of the plate. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
The batter, number 5. Designated hitter, Albert.
Here's Albert
Pujols.
now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Two balls and a strike to the Angels first baseman. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. And Hernandez won't get him to chase this one. It's a full count now. 3-2. Cole Calhoun will be next. Three-two pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Horton racing back at the track, the wall, and it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot for Albert Pujols, and the Angels have taken a 3-0 lead.
Well, he's given up 2 long balls in just 2 1/3 innings of work. So it seems as though they might have his number here. Not sure how much more the manager wants to see. He needs to turn it around quick if he wants to stay in this one for a while.
Into the box, Cole Calhoun. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. 1 out, nobody on. Popped him up. Zunino over to his right. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Third baseman, number 7. Zach.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Zach Kozar. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that one just missed outside.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
And the 2-1. And they'll back him off a bit with a fastball in, but it's 3-1 now. Hernandez is ready, trying to work it full on 3-1. Changeup too low. He walked him.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
Here's Luis Valbuena now. Sinker misses there, and now he's in trouble. 3-1.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
This is pulled into right. Now a dive in right, but he can't haul it in, and now this is going to be big trouble out there. They'll add on to their total as the run scores all the way from first.
Well, you can't fault the fielder for being aggressive. He sold out to try to catch this thing, but he comes up empty and the ball just squirts by him. High risk, high reward move that just didn't pay off.
Into the box now, Andrelton Simmons. Hit high and deep to left field. Gamble ranging back, still ranging back. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So that was the 3rd home run for these guys today.
D-Row, some days the fellas walk in with their hitting shoes on, and this looks like one of those games.
Yeah, but there's a saying going around the dugout right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants a chance to get into that batter's box.
Hard hit ball to second. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Stepping in now, Ian Kinsler. Pitch taken there by Kinsler, and he's out in front now. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
Ready with 2 balls and a strike. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
So a full count now. Three-two pitch. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Ready for another shot now. Mike Trout, 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. 4 runs here in this half inning. Hit high and deep to right center. Gordon is after it. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Angels lead it 6-0. Here now is Mike Zunino. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Grounded down the 3rd baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes, and it's fouled away. Another 2-2 offering. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
That's a pretty good pitch right there. That fastball on the inner half of the plate. You can see that he just isn't able to get those arms extended, and pretty ugly swing right there.
Standing in now, D. Gordon. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Wow, I want that one if I'm on the bump. But let's be real. I want all the close ones.
Bases are empty. 1 man out. And a fastball. Tough take there, but it's even back at 2-2.
Hey, great job right there. Anytime you're down 0-2, I think it's a successful at bat if you can work it back to an even count and at least give yourself a chance.
Looped out toward third, and plenty of time over there at third to get a glove up, and there are two down.
Number 2, shortstop, Gene Segura.
Riding in once again, Gene Segura, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Mariners. They still find themselves down 6-0. Digging in once again, Justin Upton. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Swing and a ball line down in the left field corner, but this is foul near the seats. Another full count pitch home. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You can just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
Into the box, Albert Pujols. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The next 3-2. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Gamble has it in his tracks. 2 gone.
Now batting, right fielder, Cole Calhoun.
Ready once again, Cole Calhoun. He's 0 for 1 thus far. 6 runs, 7 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. And this pitch misses. It's 2-1 now to the Angel right fielder. The 2-1 will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
This is a good at bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1-2-3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
And he misses again, as the command is definitely letting him down now. It's ball 4.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
Ready for another chance? Zach Cozart, 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. And a breaking ball stays outside. Hernandez comes set. 2-1 on its way. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now. Luis Valbuena would be next. Set, and the payoff pitch hit back up the middle. There's Cano. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Angels leave one, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as it'll be Robbie Cano settling in to start out the inning. The 3-2 pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Back goes Calhoun, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
So up until this point, they've had to bite and scratch for every single thing, but he puts a good swing on this one and nearly knocks it out of the park. So we'll see if it's contagious and his partner can pick him up right here.
Digging in to try it again, Nelson Cruz. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
Cano stands at second with no outs. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
The 3-2 pitch. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Here's the payoff pitch. Boy, and he just won't go away as he fights off another pitch and hits it foul right at the plate. Another full count pitch on its way. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Into the box now, Kyle Seager, fouled away. The next 3-2. Line toward the alley in left center. And he won't get it as that's down for a base hit. Now a long throw home. But the throw is well up the line and he scores easily.
How frustrating is that, Dan? He tries to bury something in with 2 strikes, and this guy throws out a fillet of fish to the opposite field.
You know, sometimes you have to tip your cap. That inside-out swing. As a pitcher, you think you've thrown a good pitch, but sometimes as a hitter, they put a good swing on it and still ends up for a base hit.
Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Stepping in now, Ryan Healy. And this is fouled at the plate.
Let's go. Wait for the pitch.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And the changeup is way low that time. 2 out with the man at first. Hard hit ball to second. And a diving effort there from Kinsler, but it'll go for naught, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, that pitch was nasty right there. He couldn't have done any more with that. For him to get a knock on this pitch right here, pretty special.
In now, Ben Gamble. 1-2.
Yeah, Matty, not only is this guy using all 4 quadrants, he's elevating, getting their eye level up with a quality fastball.
2 down, runners at first and second. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Mariners forced to settle for 1. We played 4 full. It's the Angels 6 and the Mariners 1.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Mariners, number 61, Casey Lawrence.
Here's Luis Valbuena now. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. The 1-2. Skied into straightaway right. Waiting on it is Haniger. Makes the play, 1 away. Final line there for the Mariners starting pitcher. Not the night he or his club were hoping for. One away, and here's the shortstop, Andrelton Simmons. Hit on the ground out to short. Segura fields it cleanly, and a low throw to first that bounces as he can't hang on.
Well, the first baseman tried to do his part and help his partner out, but the throw was just way too off target. He almost makes a great save, but that's going to be a throwing error all the way.
Now a throw over to first. Runner back safely. Simmons, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Into the box, Martin Maldonado. Now a ball hit hard toward first. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. Simmons rounds the corner and is headed home. He comes across to score, and it's now a 6-run lead.
Cliches are around for a reason, and that hit right there is a reason they say baseball is a game of inches, right? Just barely fair, but that's not much consolation to the guy standing on the mound. Nice RBI 2-bagger.
Standing in now, Ian Kinsler to 2-2 now. We were expecting a pitcher's duel in this one, but it's turned into a bit of a lopsided contest so far. Hernandez hasn't had his best stuff today.
Well, D-Row, this is the case of where it looks like the power pitcher is winning out this afternoon. Overpowering stuff from one side. On the other hand, a control pitcher that's having a rough go.
It goes to show you why everybody's so enamored with velocity. When you're a power guy, you can miss over the heart of the plate and you don't get that solid contact. As a finesse guy, if you're not spotting up, damage.
And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2. Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2. The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
With the meat of the order due up next, you can probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
Now the 3-2 pitch is at the knees and called strike 3. Angels do get a run in the inning on this RBI double. Middle of the night from Safeco. It's the Angels 7 and the Mariners 1. Digging in now for the Mariners, Mike Zunino comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Upton's under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Center fielder number 9, D. Gordon.
Here's D. Gordon now. Two and 1 count now to the Mariners leadoff batter. 1 out, nobody on. Hit back toward the mound. Oh, and he can't come up with it.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
Gene Segura standing in. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Gordon leads off first with 1 away. This is hit softly to third. Kinsler for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Here's Justin Upton now. He'll lead things off for the Angels in inning number 6. And Upton won't chase that one. It's 1-2.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2. The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
From 0-2 to 3-2. What a great at bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
3-2 pitch. Line drive to center field. Gordon is there, and he has it for the first out.
The batter number 5, designated hitter Albert Pujols.
Here's Albert now. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. The 2-1 home. Popped him up. Keeley on the move. He makes the running play. 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder
Cole Calhoun will stand in now. A couple of walks for him thus far. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
The 3-1 is swung on and missed, and that's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now the payoff pitch home is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Angels go down 1-2-3. They're on top 7-1. Digging in, Robinson Cano. He'll get things going here in the Mariners' 6th. Now the 3-2 pitch. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
Into the box now, Nelson Cruz. 2-1 pitch is a slider taken for a called strike 2.
You can't allow this offense to get going right here. Leadoff man on doesn't kill us. Let's try and roll a double play right here. Let's execute a good pitch down and away. See if we can get a ground ball and rely on your defense a little bit.
And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2. Cano on at first, nobody out. Another full count pitch home. Count still full, 3-2. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Stepping in now, Kyle Seager. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Action now in the Angels bullpen as a left-hander starts to get loose. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Runners on first with 1 down. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Trout has a read on it. 2 gone. Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Two and one. Misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
Lazy fly ball out to center field. Kinsler shading to his right, and that retires the side. 1 left for Seattle. They're down 7-1. Welcome back to Safeco Field here in Seattle. The Angels are out on top in this one as we get caught up on our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. And now for the Angels, Zach Cozart. He was a ground out victim last time up. Another 2-2. And he'll stay alive here, but just barely as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
The batter, first baseman, Luis Valbuena.
Now in the box, Luis Valbuena. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. He pulls this one into right, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
In now, Andrelton Simmons. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. The 1-2. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets fouled. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Cozart on second. Valbuena on at first with nobody out. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Hit down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Standing in now, Martin Maldonado. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. Swing and a miss, 2-2 now. Here now the 2-2. High in the air out to center field. Gordon is under it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Ian Kinsler. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
Into the box, Mike Trout. And a neck-high fastball that time. The 2-1 home. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
2 on, 2 out with the base open here. As a pitcher, you have to be awful careful. You just don't want to groove something here and give this guy a pitch that he can hit one out of the park on.
And that pitch misses for ball 4. So some intrigue now as the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Into the box now, Justin Upton, looking to change his fortunes here. 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts so far in the game. Here comes the payoff pitch. Line towards center field. Gordon is there to make the catch, and they'll escape the bases loaded jam by giving up just 1 run. 1 in the inning here for the Angels on a couple of hits. Get up and stretch now here in the Great Northwest. It's the Angels 8 and the Mariners 1. Digging in and looking for more, Ryan Healy. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Takes this the other way to right, and that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon. So the base hit puts the first man aboard to start the inning for the Mariners.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, Dan. He went heater up in the zone and then tried to drop the off speed, but he was on it.
Boy, Mark, that's the oldest trick in the book, right? You use one pitch to set up the other. This guy wasn't having any part of that.
Into the box now, Ben Gamel. And this is on the inside edge, perhaps off the inside edge, but it's a called strike. 2-2 now. The 2-2. Count remains 2-2. Healy gets his lead at first, nobody out.
I don't think he's going to triple up on changeup right there. He seemed to have gotten the timing down on that second one.
The 2-2 one more time. Is a fastball that misses.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what? They find themselves still facing the starter. If they would have had some ABs like this earlier in the game, I think they get into the bullpen by this time.
The next 3-2. A line shot to third base. And they got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settled with just the 1 out.
The catcher, number 3, Mike Zunino.
Now Mike Scioscia's up out of the Angel dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he'll leave here with 1 out in the 7th as he now hopes the bullpen can go ahead and get him the W.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Angels, number 48, Jose Alvarez.
Here now is Mike Zunino. In prior at-bats against Jose Alvarez, he's 2 for 4. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And the changeup is way low that time.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
Pitch on its way now to Zunino. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. Trout is there to take it, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Center fielder number 9, D. Gordon.
Here's D. Gordon now. So far 2 for 3 in this one. The 1-2 pulls this one into the air out into right field. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Mariners leave 1. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Here's Albert now. He'll start us off in the 8th. 1-2 pitch is a slider that misses 2-2. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. 1 out, nobody on. Another full count pitch on its way. Lined hard, but this will be a foul ball.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in a wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Liner toward right center, and he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Third baseman number 7, Zach Kozar.
Digging in to try it again, Zach Kozar. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. The 1-1 home. Sinks below the knees, taken for a ball.
I got 2-1 to count. Come on, give me a break, Gump.
Now the 2-1 pitch is laid off of for ball number 3. 2 out, nobody on. And he takes ball 4 again, and they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one.
Now batting, first baseman Luis.
Here's Luis Valbuena now. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. The 3-1. Now a pitch swung on and hit to the left side, but this is going to find the seats, a foul ball. On its way is pitch number 75. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. A payoff pitch one more time. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And this is a foul ball. Boy, that was awfully close. And now let's hold on a second here. It looks like the umpires are going to converge, and there may be some question as to whether or not that was really a foul ball. You can see him pointing down the right field line, and I would not be a bit surprised if they decide to go inside to have a look at this, and indeed they will do that. Okay, the umpires have emerged from the dugout with the ruling. And it is going to remain a foul ball. So they had it right the first time. But if there's any doubt, go inside and get this thing right.
Let's go, Seattle.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. Gamble is in pursuit, and they can't run it down. The next 3-2. Full count still. The next 3-2. Grounded back up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. And the throw is wide as he couldn't keep his foot on the bag that time. And we'll have to see how they want to score that play.
Man, this is a perfect summary of how the game has gone for him. They haven't been able to hit, catch, or throw all game long. In fact, they should just throw a 10 over this thing because this has become a three-ring circus.
In now is Andrelton Simmons. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Gordon ranging back to the track, but it's over his head and it hops the wall for a ground rule double.
Really unfortunate there. Obviously, the runner at second base was going to score easily, but it's possible they could have waved the runner around from first as well. We'll never know, though, as he's forced to hold the runner at third because of the ground rule double.
Striding in once again, Martin Maldonado. And this is just the eye test talking here, but this reliever looks fatigued to me. Doesn't seem like his stuff is really effective right now.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that, Matty. He's allowed a couple of runners to reach here in the inning, and the command just doesn't seem to be there anymore. I got to think they're going to turn to a bullpen option very soon, if not right away.
Off-speed pitch, good for strike 2. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field, but it bends just foul into the second deck. The 2-2 one more time. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Valbuena, the runner at third. Simmons on at second with 2 down. Still even at 2-2. Tapped down the line. Throw in time and the side is retired. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Angels 9 and the Mariners 1. In there, and it's even now, 2-2. The 2-2. Fastball is outside. It's full now, 3-2. On deck, the lefty Robinson Cano. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
The batter, second baseman.
Here's Robbie Cano now. In prior at-bats against Jose Alvarez. Just a 2 for 14 line, so advantage pitcher here. And he squares up on this one. Deep to straightaway right. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. And now time is called as a beach ball has made its way out into left field here. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Lifted the other way to left center. Under it now is Simmons to take it in for out number 2.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
In now, Nelson Cruz. A little bit outside. 2-1.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
Ball even at 2-2. The 2-2. Pulls this one in the air out to left. And Simmons will make the play here to retire the side. Mariners are down in order. They trail big. It's 9-1. Ready to start the ninth as we get a stunning shot there of the Seattle skyline on a great night for baseball. Eric Goodell enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Ready once again, Ian Kinsler, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. A breaking ball over the outside corner for strike 2.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher right there, stealing a strike with that get-me-over breaking ball, and now he can get a little nastier with it in the dirt.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
With how hard guys throw these days, 94 miles an hour is good, but not as impressive as it used to be. Professional hitters can catch up with that, so it's all about setting the fastball up with good off-speed stuff to make it look more effective, and that's exactly what he did right there.
Standing in now, Mike Trout, right side. Oh, look at the sliding stop. Wow.
The left fielder, number 8, Justin Upton.
Ready for another chance. Justin Upton hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. And down in the Mariner bullpen, it looks like a right-hander's up to throw. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Albert Pujols would be next.
Let's go, Mariners!
He's set, and the 3-1 pitch. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed.
Hey, boys, you talk about getting your ace swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. And there's strike 3. So we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the side is retired. Angels are gone in order, but they still hold a commanding 9-1 lead. Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager, starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed. He got him.
Leading off the inning, your job is to get on base and set the table for the inning. That was a pretty good at bat, and that he pushed the count to 3-2 and made the pitcher work. But I think he'd like to have that 3-2 pitch back. Pretty sure that was ball 4 he went after.
Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. Popped him up. Valbuena is there. And that's the second out of the inning.
Up next for Seattle, first baseman.
Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Last chance for the Mariners. And it's 1-2. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Hot shot down the line. And this is past him at third. Down the line. It's a fair ball. And this is off the wall now for Upton out there. And he is into second with a double. His third hit of the night.
They haven't had much luck so far tonight, so they'll definitely take that extra base hit. It only takes one, so maybe they can string together a few and get back into this thing.
Into the box, Ben Gamble. Hit hard towards center, and that's in there. Base hit. The runner scores from second, and they inch a little bit closer. It's now a 9-2 contest.
What a frustrating inning from a pitcher standpoint, D-Roy. You get the first two out of the inning. The next guy doubles, and then you give up a 2-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, and you want to talk about on the complete flip side, firing up an offense. You see your two boys go down, 2 quick outs. You mix in a gapper right there. Double finds himself on second base, and he's able to come through. Next guy's able to come through with a big 2-out knock.
The 1-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Hey, it's